this computer. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Welcoming you all to L1. This is the level 1 course of Bhagavad Gita, which you will be learning in just 18 days. So how much you can learn in 18 days? Just a drop of it. But it will be very beneficial when you attend all the days, continuously all the days on time. When you come, you'll be benefited. But still, in case you're held up somewhere, don't worry. Our recordings are already there. I will post it in the group, so you'll get to see that. Okay. And all these courses are done in ISKCON Mangalore, and you people have come to ISKCON Mangalore these classes, and we have come to Sri Radha Govinda temple. Let us all pray the Lord. First of all, internet connection has to be there. The power has to be there. Oh, yesterday I had that problem also. So let us pray for everything. Let God be with us in all our walk of life. Let Him support us in whatever task we have taken. Then only we can win the whatever we are doing. It will be successful only when He is there with us. Okay. So let us pray His presence with us for always, for everything, and always with us. Okay. So I'm saying, I'm chanting Hare Krishna Mahamantra just 3 times. You all can do it in your mute button. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. And it was wonderful, when I could hear Manjula Mathaji reading. She's a senior devotee. So in any case, if anybody is interested in reading the shlokas, yes, definitely you can take part. Just raise your hand. I will unmute you and you can take. You can recite those shlokas. Or no, if you're not very confident, no problem. I will manage. Okay, it is only that I'm giving you a chance to read so that you will gain confidence also. Okay. So the Pranati part I will take. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Ajnanatimirandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Stapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kada Mahyam Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Yuta Padakamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavamsha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunathanvitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadhutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakanvitamsha He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Deenabandhu Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanasute Devi Pranamami Hari Priye Mancha Kalpatarubhyascha Kripa Sindhubhya Evacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha Namo Brahmanya Devaya Go Brahmana Hitaya Cha Jagathitaya Krishnaya Govindaya Namo Namah Namo Mahavadanyaya Krishna Prema Pradayate Krishnaya Krishna Chaitanya Namne Gauratvishe Namaha Gurave Gaurachandraya Radhikaya Tadalaye Krishnaya Krishna Bhaktaya Tadbhaktaya Namo Namah Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prishaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swamin Kriti Namine Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvisesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine Panchatattvatmakam Krishnam Bhaktarupa Swarupakam Bhaktavataram Bhaktakyam Namami Bhakta Shaktikam Jai Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shri Vasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. So this is our Pranati. Pranati is a prayer. So we are saluting to all, paying our obeisances to Krishna. First is our Guru, Krishna, Radharani, and all you Vaishnavas also. Those who have joined ISKCON, who have become Krishna devotees, you all have become Krishna devotees. So Krishna devotees, what we mean is Vaishnavas. You have all become Vaishnavas. No caste, creed, nothing is seen here. You, if you have become Krishna Bhaktas, you're all Vaishnavas. So for you also, there was a shloka to pray obeisance. Okay, Hare Krishna. So we are in this course of Understand Bhagavad Gita in 18 days. So we are in the second chapter, second day, second chapter. Each day we will be seeing one chapter. Okay. So here the title of the title of the chapter is Contents of the Gita Summarized. Only the summary part of Gita will be seen in this. What is Gita is all about, that we will see. And this we are learning on the writings of Srila Prabhupada. He is the founder Acharya of ISKCON. So based on the teachings of His Divine Grace, Abhay Charan, that is his original name, Abhay Charan, Bhakti Vedanta Swami Prabhupada, founder Acharya of International Society for Krishna Consciousness, ISKCON ka full form. So, okay. Yesterday, whoever has not come, you people have not missed much. Still, we'll go some summary we will see and quick recap also we will do. So yesterday, the first shloka started by Dhritarashtra. He's the king. He was a king and he asked his assistant. He's born blind. Okay, so he always has an assistant, Sanjaya. So he was asking him, please tell me. And Sanjaya had a power of knowing what he has to just think of a place and he will get in that imagination. He can visualize what is happening there. So, and he was narrating, and Dhritarashtra is asking, kindly Sanjaya, you please tell me what is happening in the battlefield. My children, that is Kauravas, and my brother's children, that is Pandu's children, what are they doing? Like, what is happening there? Kindly tell me. So he is narrating. The story starts like that. Bhagavad Gita starts that way, and he is narrating the story, and we'll see also what is whatever is happening in the battlefield. So that is the first shloka. He says, Kim Akurvata. What are they doing? Kim means what? Kim Akurvata. What are they doing in the battlefield? Kindly tell me. And then from 2 to 11, what we saw is Duryodhana's fear. See, they were all on the wrong path. Duryodhana is Kauravas, the first out of 100 sons, is the first son, and they were all on the wrong path. And so, whoever does wrong, it is obviously seen. A person who is doing chori, all that thief, they will always mask themselves. So they know they are doing something not right. So they should not be recognized. So they will always mask themselves and do all this acts. They cannot boldly do anything wrong. We thought like people have started killing also very boldly in the daytime. I'm just saying, in general, people know that they're doing wrong. And once you know that you're on a wrong path and you're doing wrong, you always have a fear inside, what will happen to me? That fear comes. So Duryodhana is also having that fear. From 2 to 11, it is shown. Mahatin Chamum Vyudam. He's seeing the Vyudam means that arrangement of the army. He sees that and he gets, just by seeing the army's arrangement, he's shattered. He's just having tension of, how am I going to win this war? Then growing of conscience. The many names were given, people who are holding the divine conscience. So their names are given in the shlokas in itself. 12 to 19, we can see that. And they're blowing that conscience. So before the war starts, they just blow the conscience. And hearing this, what happens is, all this Kauravasa, Hridayani Vyadharayati, their hearts, got shattered. Just be hearing the Ekto Vyuda, the arrangement of army, they've got a little less, confidence, like we won't be winning. And after hearing the conscience, the loud, blowing of the conscience, so much of, huge. So that shattered their heart. That is what is given in the shloka. Because hearing that, they were 100% sure we are all going to lose the game. Then Arjuna's observation. Arjuna is watching actually he's asking Krishna to take the chariot. Krishna is the charioteer. Okay, he's playing the charioteer part. And Arjuna is asking him to take the chariot in between the two armies. So that I need to see who are all our opponents, who are all there to, fight against us. So he is going there. I mean, the chariot was halted in front of the opponents, and immediately he was also confused because he is able to see his own grandfather who has brought him up. He was so loving grandfather. He's saying his guru, his Dronacharya, all these people, Bhishmacharya, Dronacharya, all these acharyas who have taught him how to hold the bow and arrow, how to use that. And those people are there on the opposite side, and he is such a great archer. One aim and now everybody will be flat. So he is very confident about his ability. But then, am I going to kill them? So he becomes very weak. So that is what we saw yesterday. So Arjuna is observing and he becomes very. So Gandivam Sramshate Hastat. Hastat means from hand. Gandivam. Gandivam is the name of that bow. that falls from that, just slips away from his hand because he became very weak after saying that he was not mentally prepared for that. So this explained in from 20 to 27. Then Arjuna's reasons not to fight. Then he gives lot of reasons to Krishna. You know what? All these reasons, so I don't want to fight. You know what? This is the reason I don't want to fight. Yeah, in every reason we will also, find out true. What Arjuna says is true. Definitely we should not be following that. So apratikaram ashastram. Ashastram. Ashastram means shastra is weapon. I don't mind to remain without the weapon, but let them kill me. But I cannot do that to my own cousins. By killing them, what am I going to get? Just by killing them, if I win a war and if I can get the kingdom, that will not give me any satisfaction or happiness. But if they want to do that, okay, they may be, less brain or whatever. Let them do, but I cannot do that act. So I will, apratikaram is, I will not retaliate. Like they are ready to kill me, so I will not do the same thing. I don't mind getting killed. I will be without the pani, like without any weapon, I will stand. All these things he says. And Krishna is just a silent listener. So each shloka will tell us how to behave, how not to behave. From each character, you can conclude how to follow them or not to follow them. So Bhagavad Gita is a life manual. We will get life lessons from all these characters, from all these shlokas. Only that we need that intelligence to find out what is apt for us, for our life, because the Bhagavad Gita has been learned by small students, right from third standard, second standard students to 80 years, 90 years, 100 years old people learn. So according to their life circumstances, we need to, take out the essence of it and apply it in our life so that you will remain happy and contented and lead a very peaceful life. That is what is, taught in Bhagavad Gita. Not once upon a time there was a king, queen. It is not a story part. It is only the essence we need to take. Yeah, so this was what we had learned yesterday. And today what we are going to learn is crisis management. What is crisis? Before the start of the war, yeah, everything is fine. Kaurava said, no, I cannot give you kingdom and all. We will just have a fight and we will see whoever wins will take the kingdom. So everybody, all are ready for the battle and all. So he enters the battlefield, but Arjuna says, no, take me in between the armies. He comes there. Now he is confused. So that is a crisis. What am I to do? Should I really fight and kill these people or just go back? Just, I don't want to fight. I should just, return. That is a crisis management. So he's confused. So what he did, that will come later. So karpanya dosho pagatas svabhava. So what he is doing is he just surrenders to Krishna. So what are we supposed to do? This is also, we may also come across all this crisis in our life, whether to take up engineering or if there are any students in our class, to go for it. Because both entrance exam, we must have got very good marks. Then you get confused. Should I go for engineering or medicines? PCM mein itna mila, PCB mein itna mila. All the students may have all that. Working persons may be there. Oh, should I take up that job, which is, I have to relocate. So all these questions come, so then you're perplexed. You're in, a crossroad. What should I do? What are pluses and what are minuses? Pros, cons. Then what you're supposed to do? Take the advice of your higher authority, whoever is there at home. Your father, maybe your father, mother, your brother, elder brother, whoever it may be, your relative. So that is what you have to do. You have to take decision. You have to take some advice from the elders who have seen the life, who can advise you properly. So that is a crisis management. Then from 11 to 30, my real identity. Krishna opens his mouth. Now he is actually opening his mouth and telling, Sab pehla sun ke liya, full first chapter, he went on and on and on. Arjuna went on and I cannot fight because of this and I cannot fight. So Krishna was just a silent observer. This is also we have to learn. There may be many things happening in our life. People may complain, do that, they will just remove everything from outburst. So that time, whatever you will try to tell them, nothing will go into their ears. So what we should have a peaceful listening. Just listen, absorb everything, whatever the opposite person has to say, just absorb everything. Wait for him to finish everything. Then once he has removed everything, then his ears will be open to listen to your words. So in between, if you try to speak, he will not listen. So we must be having the patience of listening because Krishna did that. So we can learn that from Krishna. Have a patient listening. Whoever has any problem will listen to them. Then you say you are wrong, and you say he will accept also. In between, if you speak, he will not be in a mood to listen. He will just go back. You don't know anything. You are not able to understand. Only if you get that problem, you will understand. He will teach us. So, so I mean, all these things, you will learn how to, behave in our own life. So, Dehi no asmin yata dehi. He's saying whatever the body, what we got. So, my real identity is going to teach what we are now. This is the body, but that is not what we are. We are the soul. This is all lesson he is going to teach now. So, it takes 11 from 11th verse to 30. Then 31 to 53 saying there are two duties. There are two options. Win-win situation only. Both the options are win-win. Hatova prapsasi swargam. These are only little words I put here. If you win the war, what you'll get kingdom. You can be a king and rule for years together that way. Or if you get killed, if you lose the war, what will happen? You'll get killed. But it is still okay because whoever kills in that, Dharmakshetra, Kurukshetra, that place is so righteous, very pure place. Whoever gets killed there, they go to Prapsasi Swargam. They go to Swargam. As it is, we all living beings have come into this world and we're all going to die one day. But dying instead of, with disease and, unwanted and long life and people just hate us when this man will go, when this woman will go. Instead of that, they get killed in the war battlefield. You're getting a direct ticket to Swarga. So that is also good. No, immediate. You need not have to, what will happen to my future? No, you'll get a upliftment in your this. So Hatova. Otherwise, you get Swarga. Rapsisi Swarga. Then 54 to 72, he says sustained happiness. What is the happiness? Ultimate happiness is what? Prajahati yada kama. Means no kama. Kama, krodha, lobha, moha, we say no. Kama is what? Liking. Having the desire to achieve something. Achieve is especially the material world. It may be a position in your office. You have some aim you may have to do that, do this. I need to have that. So that is all this will be a starting of your all problems. So that we need to come out of that. So what exactly we should do? Materially, any happiness you get, that will not be sustaining for long. So we have to divert our attention to God-related things. So that we will do it in later when you enter this chapter. Why you are not able to raise hand? Jnanadeepa Sundar, Mathaji or Prabhuji. There are, I think you don't know. Nitesh, yeah, one minute. No, Jnanadeepa Sundar has written, he is not able to raise hand. Maybe he doesn't know how to raise hand. Tomorrow I will teach you that also before the class starts, okay? Now we'll go to. So quick recap, whoever had missed yesterday, yeah, Jnanadeepa, yes, you learned it, very good. So quick recap, what is that? Yesterday, what did we see? 5 reasons Arjuna do not want to fight the battle. What are they? He's too much of compassionate. He had compassionate nature. What will happen to them? Oh God, I'm killing them. I'm not supposed to kill even an ant or even a mosquito. That is such a pap, that is a sin. But he's very compassionate. So in 1.28, it is said, he's very compassionate. He shows his nature. Then no enjoyment. After killing them, if I get something, one Bada kingdom also, but I won't be able to enjoy after killing my own people. So he says there's no enjoyment. Then he says I will be committing sin. All these instructions it is given 1.31, 1.36. So I'll be committing sin. I'm not supposed to kill anybody. And then family tradition, the people who are getting killed. So the person who gets killed, his wife will become widow. His children will become, orphan. So who will feed them? What will happen when? Who will teach them how to behave, what not to behave? And see, there's a tradition, right? We have elders in our family who are there to tell us, do this, do that, do this, do that. So accordingly, we follow. Normally, that is how we do. So, abhi to nuclear family ho gaya, to this become difficult. Even otherwise, we ask at least on phone or we go to their house and ask, ki kya karna hai bhai, how to. Any function comes, you take advice of this. So family tradition gets, because if the elders are not there, the youngsters don't know when to get what to eat and what not to eat. They will be just haywire. So he's saying, I will be disturbing the peace. The entire thing is all will be disturbed. So I am not supposed to kill anybody. He's giving all possible reasons for not to fight. And so he's indecisive. So in 2.6, he says, I'm just confused. I am not able to understand what needs to be done. So what am I doing? I am becoming your disciple. Kindly accept me as your disciple. Be my guru and guide me what to do. He didn't run away from the battlefield, but he's approaching his master, who is God himself. He's so lucky. We are not that very lucky, but we can go to our elders, whoever is there, think them as God, because they would have seen more life than us, right? So you can approach them. It can be your friends or whoever. If not Garka people, anybody, your neighbors, relatives, anybody. So this is what we saw yesterday. Then Krishna is giving solution in from 2.11 to 30. He's saying compassion ka, he's giving reason as don't think you're not going to kill anybody. The one person who is getting killed is only the body is getting killed. The body is getting slain, But actually, who are we? We are not this body. We are all the Atma. We are all soul. So that lesson he is teaching, we'll again take up on the further slides. So he's telling we are not the body, we are all soul. So don't worry, only the body is getting slain, body will remain here, but Atma is always alive. Then no enjoyment, he says. Arjuna had said no enjoyment. So he's saying heaven or kingdom. So what no enjoyment? If you win the war, you'll get the kingdom. If you lose the war, you'll go to heaven. So why are you so much confused? Don't win-win situation in either of the ways, you will be winning only. So don't say there's no enjoyment and all. And then fear of sinful activities. Says, I want to kill somebody. It's such a sinful. So Krishna says, devotional activity, no sin. Whatever you do as per the instruction of the master. Master means your devotion, your scriptural acharya hone do, like Bhagwan. Khud Bhagwan unke samne hai. God is there in front of him. He is guiding him. You do this. So it is killing. Yes, God is saying, I'll kill. So in that, you don't commit any sin. Whatever you do for the Lord, there is no papa punya and all that. It is not a sin. Then destruction of family tradition. He is worried about, what will happen to their family and all. So you be a role model to prevent Varna Shankara. So this is Varna Shankara is given in detail in our Varabhupada explanation. Varna Shankara is unwanted progeny. So the lady of the house, she becomes widow and the children become orphan. So who will feed them? So mainly the men is required to earn and feed them. So what will happen is the other men, whoever is alive, they'll say, okay, I'll take care of you. Come, stay with me. Then some more kids will be born out of their relation. So all this become illegal progenies. So that is called as Varna Sankara. So you be a role model to prevent Varna Sankara. He's given a beautiful explanation. We'll read that in further slides. And now he's saying indecision. This comes in 2.6 only in this chapter. I'm unable to decide what to do. So please accept me as your disciple and teach me. Tell me. Serve the Lord with firm determination. Then Bhagavan says, when your God is instructing you, as a master, I'm here, I'm instructing you. Have firm faith, for total determination. Dhrida nishchayaha. You may encounter these words everywhere, many shlokas it comes. Dhrida nishchaya. Firm confidence in the Lord. He has instructed me. These are and acharyas also. We are in ISKCON. All acharyas are teaching this, you follow. Do 16 rounds, get up early, do japa, attend mangalati. What all they say. Just blindly follow their path. And with firm determination, when you do, you will be clear what is to be done and what is not to be done. You will not have that indecision, the confusion you can avoid. So this is what he answers, and slowly we'll go to each shloka part. Yes. Om Shri Krishnaya Paramatmane Namaha Sankhya Yoga. The title of this chapter is, we are going to talk about Sankhya. And Atha Dvitiyo Adhyaya, second chapter. Yeah. Now, whoever wants to read the shloka, very comfortably you can read, then you can raise your hand, I will give chance. Otherwise, I'll keep reading. Yeah, 2.7. Karpanya dosho pahata swabhava. Yeah. Jnanadeepa Sundar. Yes, Prabhuji. Prabhuji, Mathaji, I don't know. Yes, you can.
Karpanya doshopahata swabhavah pritchami tvam dharma sammudha chetaha yachreyasyan nishchitam bruhitan me sishyasteham shadhimam tvam prapannam.
Superb reading, superb, very nice. Only wherever the apostrophe comes, make it a point to add a. Aham, I. That has a meaning. Only hum doesn't have any meaning. So you make it a point to add a, it will have some meaning. Okay. Aham shadimam tvam prapannam. Sishyaste aham. Please accept me as your sishya. Sishya is disciple. So now he is saying, now I'm confused about my duty and I've lost all composure because of weakness. In this condition, I'm asking you to tell me clearly what is best. What is best for me? Kindly instruct me. What am I supposed to do? Whatever is best for me, kindly advise me. As a guru, so teacher is a person who will exactly tell, because they have seen their life and they know the subject. So they will guide us. So he's saying, you be my teacher and tell me what is to be done and what is best for me. Now I am your disciple, Sishyaste Aham, and a soul surrendered unto you. Please instruct me. I have surrendered everything now. Just blind faith. I have total confidence in you. I have accepted you as my master. Now you accept me as your disciple and please guide me. This is how we is surrendering to the Lord. So we have to learn that. So whenever the crisis comes, approach the master, our master. Yeah. Whoever else who wants to read can also raise hand. Otherwise, let Jnanadeepa Mathaji can continue reading if you are comfortable. Okay, Mathaji. But whenever the shloka comes, you can read. Now, this will be an only explanation part. Yeah. Now, this is my real identity. Now, you saw, no, that starting, you saw the tree. From when it is like, it was far and slowly you are going closer. The tree doesn't come to you. It is as if you are going closer to the tree. Earlier, it was looking small. Then when you are nearing it, you come to know it has branches, or it has leaves, or there are few flowers and fruits, and some clarity comes. So when you go near to your object, you come to know. Your eyes are the same. You are the same. Only when you go near an object, the things are becoming clear. Still more, you go closer, you can see a green parrot. From far, you could not make out because everything was looking green. So when you go near, you can see a green parrot. He's having green color mango also. That he's eating that. Everything is clear now when you go near to a object. So the same way, vision, our vision is our vision perfect. So when you look from an angle, you look at things in a different way. So we can never counter argue. If somebody say, "Nahi, maine to dekha, I saw it is like that." No, I saw it was like that. So we cannot argue because each one has their own way of looking at things. So we need to keep our ears and eyes open. Oh, is it? So we should be tolerant to listen to others also. Everything will be, we can learn it as a lesson. So this is why this is given, because Arjuna says, I cannot fight the war, this. He has an angle. He's looking at things from one angle. And God is going to show. Now Krishna is going to show a different angle of understanding things. So our vision is not perfect. Our senses are not perfect. So we need to be more tolerant and accept what the others are saying. Now, when our vision is perfect, we believe that what we see is perfectly visible. If this picture was not here, okay, you are going to see only this picture. So what you are going to see? You say there is a full apple. It's not a cut apple. You are going to see a full apple. But in reality, what is this? When you open this, you can make out, oh, it's a cut apple. But you are able to see only one part of that. The reflected part is shown in the mirror. So this is how we see things. We are seeing only one part of the story. And we hear only one part of the story and we keep gossiping. Oh, you know what? What happened? This, that, and we keep talking and gossiping around. No, not needed at all. Because we don't know the entire story. So we are nobody to talk on anybody and we are not going to pass judgment also. So all this thing we have to learn. So this is how our vision is not perfect because we can see only one side of the our vision or whatever. Our senses are not perfect. That is the ultimate thing. So whatever we see is we think it is perfect. Chashma dal ke I saw with chashma also. It is very clear. No, we can looking at things from one angle will be different than people looking from other angle, and they will also have some viewpoint. So that is how we have to accept. Now there are three stages of understanding God. Now what is that? One is Brahman. What is that? Light. So early morning, what we do normally, we batti lagate, light the lamp. Actually, it is supposed to be done before the sunrise. Before the sunrise, we are actually welcoming the sun. What is sun? So there are people who are, doing namaskar to Bhagwan, Surya also. Argyam, they do all that. Thinking God as, sun as God. No, that we, in Sanatana Dharma, we respect everything, right from small ant to bada, animal. So we give respect to everything. So this light form, God is not in one rupa. He's arupa form. Arupa is without any form. He doesn't have any form. So that also, because the entire universe is pervaded in all over the universe. So you see a tree, God is there in that also. Oh, this open space is God is there. Havaya, Barisha, everywhere. It's without his discretion, nothing moves. Okay. So we see Brahman. We see God in a Brahman form. Brahman form is without any rupa, but a light. When a light comes, so that's why that's what I started like. We light a lamp. In the morning, we light a lamp. So by That has been tradition. My mother used to do, my people at home used to do, elders used to do. Yes, but what is the reason? So this lighting a lamp itself is invoking God, and we are just saluting. We say some prayers, and all these things are done. So that is, we are first we are praying to Lord in a arupa form. This is the basic level. Then we understand God in a Paramatma form. Paramatma form has four-handed form. Krishna only in four-handed form, whenever he is visible, he is called Paramatma. Now, where is he residing? He is residing in everyone's heart. Same Paramatma who is residing in my heart is there in your heart, in every living being. An ant or one, what chiti, mapodi, and whatever you name, or a big elephant or alligator, crocodile, whatever. Everywhere the same Paramatma is residing in everyone's heart. Even in the trees, whichever is living being, in all the living beings, he can be found in the heart. So Paramatma resides in everyone's heart. So we can visualize God as a Paramatma also, which is the next stage of understanding God. And the third stage is Bhagwan. We can understand God in Bhagwan form. What is Bhagwan form? Your human form like ours, two hand, two beautiful eyes, and he's most beautiful person, like, his opulence. Yesterday we saw he has a lot of opulence, very beautiful, he's too wealthy, and what true strength, knowledge, famous, and renunciation. All this is absolutely, he has total, he is in totality, is there. Bhagwan has everything. And we are all part and parcel of that Lord. Okay, that is also we should not forget. We are all a part of, see, we are all born to our mothers, right? So whatever the mother and father has the genes, the genes will be playing in us. Okay. But we are separate, and mother and father are also separate. Though we have come from them only. The same way we are all come from God. He is our Pita. He says in many shlokas, I am your Bija Pita. I have given you that seed. I am your seed giving father. He says that. So we all belong to that, God only. But we are part and parcel of the Lord. Only we have small quantity. He has larger. Is vibhum, that word is used, but we are all like anu. Anu is that small speck. We are all only that much. So we may have wealth only that much only, but he has lot of opulence. Same way, strength, famous, everything we have. So we are also Satchitananda. He is also Satchitananda. We are all embodied soul. We say we are all embodied soul because we are all soul, which is there in our heart, but we have a body which is covering that soul. Either female body, male body, tree body, cockroach body, ant body, any body we can say. But Paramatma is, that Atma is there, and even Paramatma is also there. So this is how, what is God we can say. This is the third way of realizing God is in the human form. With two hands, whatever the way we look, he also has two eyes too. And Bhagavan says, think me in this form. That is the best way to understand me and meditate on me. You can pray me in this. You can do worship with this form. That is what he says in one of the slokas. We'll go learn it further. Yeah. Oh, here it is coming. I thought yesterday we did. So Bhagavan, so in Vishnu Purana 6.5.47, it is given, the shloka is there. Aishwaryasya samagrasya Viryasya yashasaha shriyaha jnana vairagyayoschaiva sannam bhaga Itingana. So what is a Parashara Muni is a sage, a great sage, and the father of Vyasadeva, who compiled all Vedic literatures, gave the following definitions of God. His definition of God. He's saying, God kisko bolte hain? Who is Bhagwan, the supreme personality of Godhead, is thus defined by Parashara Muni as one who is full in six opulence. What are the six opulence? He who has full strength, fame, wealth, knowledge, beauty, and renunciation. One who has everything, all these things in 100%. Only such a person can be called Bhagwan. Not other people who have come up nowadays, people, I am Bhagwan, I am that God. Many people have started, building ashram. All that ashram money is all coming from us only. We like fools are going and paying money and giving everything, and we are making them God. But a God means we should have all the six opulence, then only you will be considered God. And again, as I said, we are all his children. God, Bhagwan ke bache hain. So we are all his children, and we also have Bhagwan ka those qualities. We also have that beauty, wealth, and strength, and everything we have, but only in the smaller quantity. That we will again further we will see. Yeah. Yeah, whoever wants to read the second one, 2.13 can raise hand. Otherwise, just continue. Dehinosmin yata dehe kaumaram yauvanam jara tata dehantara praptir dhiras tatra muhyati. As the embodied soul, as I said, embodied soul, we say, because we are the soul. But can you see the soul? We are not soul. We see a like a figure, like a body. So we are all covered with this body. So as the embodied soul continuously passes in this body, when we were small in mother's womb, we were like this, just a flesh. Only the heartbeat was there. When sonography was taken, doctor says, yes, the child is there, heartbeat has come. But is there any nose, eyes, hands, legs? No, nothing. It's only a total flesh. But only heart comes, heart beats. So that time we started living. The Atma is already started living in that flesh. And slowly everything is formed. Hands, legs, everything. And we come out of mother's tummy, then we are all born. Then we crawl, walk, run, everything. Our body keeps changing. But the Atma, which has entered in our body as this, that keeps continuing in the same body. No size, no difference in the size. No, nothing changes. The Atma doesn't change at all. The soul doesn't change at all. Only our body keeps changing. We become old also. And we reach a stage when we lose all strength and everything is gone. The body becomes weak and we just, then the soul thinks, now no use of this body. I cannot hear because the eardrums are gone. I can't see, can't smell. I can't, no remembrance power, nothing. So with this body, this body is of no use to me. So the Atma goes out of the body and enters into another body, another human form or any form of this. So what happens to the body? The body is, when the Atma goes out of the body becomes flat. It becomes a dead body. That is why we say dead body. We never say dead Atma. We will never use that word. We always say dead body because the body is getting died. So this is how. So as the soul passes to each stage, from this stage to born stage, then crawling stage, and walking stage, running stage, and this, and finally he just goes rests. The same way as the embodied soul continually passes in this body from boyhood to youth to old age, the soul similarly passes into another body at death. So the soul, what happens? It goes to another body. The self-realized soul is not The self-realized soul is not bewildered by such a change. A wise man who learned Bhagavad Gita and understood this fact, he will never feel depressed or, oh God, that man is gone. Yes, the man with that body is gone. But that Atma is always, he would have taken some other form, or he must have gone to Bhagwan ka agar, Goloka Vrindavan. She should always think good about that person, whoever had parted, that he has left his body. So only a wise man can think like this. Wise man means people who are learning Bhagavad Gita. So this is what. So who am I? So finally, who am I? We always say this is my hair, my eye, my mobile, my book, my pencil, my mobile, my computer. I mean, we say all my. But who is the real owner then? We don't say eyes, I am the hair, I am the ears. We don't say that. We only say my. We use that as we use for any other product. My pen, my book, my house. So accordingly, my eyes. So, but who is the original owner then? Original owner is the soul, which is very, very small. And what are the body is made up of? 5 elements, which are air, earth, fire, water, sky. The moment Atma, the soul goes out of the body, all these things will go back to the nature and then nothing will be remaining. But Atma will always remain. I hope you are able to understand. So we take only the body and the body will be left once the soul goes out of the body. And again, the soul goes into some other body. It can be, but any body. That is that one thing you should remember. So are we this body? No, we are not this body. We are all the soul. This is what we are learning in this chapter. Yeah. So it can be explained in a simpler way. Car and the driver. You have a car, just tell the car to go somewhere. I mean, we to both that remote and talk and it may be possible. But in general, what we say is a car is there. So to drive a car, we need a driver in the driver's seat who will drive the car to take. So here also I am able to talk because there is an Atma here inside. The moment the Atma feels, I'm enough staying in this body, I'll go to another body. If it leaves, I'll be like a dead, I'll be flat. So that it is like, car and the driver. The moment driver goes out of the car cannot move of its own. Again, I'm saying don't take the modern technology, remote car and, battery operated car, driverless car, everything has come. I'm just saying this example is given so we can refer. And there's another thing is that this driver can again come in and drive the car. But our soul cannot enter in the same body. Once it leaves the body, tata bye bye, then it goes to another body. So that is only difference. So you can think of this as an example, like car and the driver. And also you can think like this. We are all in a cage. The body is like a cage and we are like a parrot sitting inside the cage, waiting to go out and go to Goloka Vrindavan, because we all come from there. We are all children of the Lord with some, what do you say? We wanted to enjoy this world. So we were determined. Like, bache hatta karte hain na, like, no, I want that. I really want to have it. And then once and twice and thrice you may say, no, 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 that is not good for you. I'm not going to buy for that. But if it keeps repeating, yes, very adamant in getting it, what will say? Okay, Baba, take it. So that is how we have come here. Very adamant. We want to taste this. What is this world? World is all about. We want to enjoy. And the moment we have come, we are unable to go back to the Lord because we don't know the way. The simple way is say Hare Krishna Nama Mantra. Simplest is that. And in Kali Yuga, that is what is being prescribed. That we are unable to take because we take our own. Other things are so important for us. So whenever I get free time, I will come and join Bhagavad Gita class. Then I will listen to all these lectures. We have started giving importance to other things. But not, I'm not talking about our class. Our class is superb. In spite of all your commitments, it is odd hour, this 3 o'clock is very difficult to manage. Even you all working professionals also, you have to take out time and you're all attending. That's something commendable. But I'm saying in general, like people, only few people are coming, like 24, 25 people, I don't know, only people have come. What about others? So many people have joined. So many people are unable to make, but other commitments are so very important. We cannot blame them also. Yes, commitment, hey, we are all in that world only. So it is like we're all in a cage. And this lady, what she does, is decorating the body. We normally do that only. We are just decorating our body so that we don't stink. Everywhere it is stinking only. Ear may wax, stinking. Nose may there's dirt, stinking. Eyes stinking. Everywhere inside we see whatever comes out of the body, it all stinks. Even your sweat stinks. So what is good in our body? Nothing. But what we do, we just paint it so well and make it very pleasant looking. We, just putting a portrait as if we are all very good and all. But the soul is not attracted to that. Soul is waiting. When you say Hare Krishna Nama Mantra, you say Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. We all have to go back there. Not concerned about body. We have to go back. So it is waiting to go back. But what we do is, we are not listening to the soul. The soul needs only that food. Doesn't require carrot. For eyes, yes. We need carrot, for palak and all. For the body, we eat. Whatever we eat is all for the body. But what about the soul? Soul needs only Hare Krishna Maha Mantra and think of the Lord. But that we are unable to do because we don't have that much intelligence, or we are unaware of it. We are just ignorant of it. So as and when you are in the spiritual path, you'll come to know, oh, this is what we are. Actually, we are all Atma. Oh, let us start doing this. So this is the first step. That's why I said this is a level 1 course. From this, your path will be very smooth. You have already taken first step. And today is the second day. Still more beautiful this path will be. Try to attend all the 18 days continuously so that you will come to know each chapter will be so very important. Slowly, the knowledge will be imparted and it will be a real addition to your knowledge. And you will exactly know, okay, oh, this is what we are. Self-realization will come. So we are like bird in the cage. So this is the life cycle, what we saw. It's like a small baby and grows. And finally the body becomes weak. And the soul feels, oh, now what am I to do with this body? The body is weak. So let me go to the another young body. So it is born as a child, either human child or animal child or insect child. Some form it takes, or tree, even plant, small plant. That also grows. So these are all living beings. His life cycle. So how it is using our body? From this, it grows, again it dies, and again it takes a form. So it is using like as if we are doing every day, we change our dress. We take bath and we change another dress. The same thing, our soul, what it does, it is changing our body like a dress, which is using like a dress. So at death, the soul takes another body. So there are how many number of species are there in the Earth, the entire universe? 84 lakh species. In one form is this human form, which is a real, evolved and thinking power. We can smile, we can laugh, we can cry. Everything can be done only in this human form. We can think of Lord, we can pray. None of the other animals. Monkey may look like us, it can sit like us and do all that. It cannot pray. You may have a pet dog. It may sit, the dog may sit along with you in the prayer room, and what you say, it may listen. Can it do that bhakti? Can it say Hare Krishna Nam? No, they cannot say. Your pet dog, pet carrot, pet cat or anybody. So we were all starfish, and we have done all this, we have crossed all the stages, and now we have become a human being. From human being, we are very close to go to the Lord. Lord's abode, but we know God is there. We have to just take His name and just a small path, we have to cross over and we have to go there. But there are still many people who don't want to, take up this path. Again, they do all that, bad acts, abominable acts. They don't want to believe in God. Again, they will be born in any of these species. That's what I said. Next birth, what is meant for because we are born as man or women, next birth is guaranteed we will be born as a human. Not at all. In Bhagavad Gita, it is very clearly said, no, this birth, whatever you think, whatever you behave, accordingly you will be destined in the next birth. So it is clear. If anybody says you are human form, so you'll always even know. So anybody, then people who are all making all this committing sins and all, killing others and all, they will all be born in a very low species. So there are total 84 lakh species. We can take any form. We can also become tree and live for 1,000 years as a tree, like this only, stationary. So very difficult. So we have come to this stage. To cross over, to go to God's abode is very quick and very easy. And we are on the right path, doing bhakti. We have all joined ISKCON. We have all become this, Bhaktas, ISKCONians. I wanted to say this, ISKCONians. We are all Vaishnavas, and very quickly, with all whatever is taught to us, we will follow those steps and we will go to God's abode. That is the permanent residence. That all we will learn. Why would we have to go there? But that world will never get annihilated when all the pralay, when this pralay comes, the annihilation comes, entire world will be devastated, entire universe, not everything will get devastated except the place where Bhagavan stays, Goloka Vrindavan. That's why we need to escape to that place. Even your Swarga, Naraga, everything will get annihilated. Again, we will be born here. So we have to escape to that place. We are all in jail, actually, right now. Yeah, next one, 2.23. Nainam Sindanti Shastrani, Nainam Dahati Pavakaha, Nachainam Kledayantyako, Nasoshayati Marutaha. So the soul can never be cut into pieces, cannot be Nainam Sindanti. Sindanti is cutting. The soul cannot be cut into pieces by any weapon, nor can it be burned by fire, nor moistened by water, nor withered by wind. Such a small speck it is. It is the tip of your, when you take the hair, some people may have long 5 feet hair also, but now we are not taking that. The tip of the hair cut into 10,000 parts. Then that one part is how small, that is what is the size of our soul. But it is so powerful, it makes us speak, it makes us think. It is there and we are all living. The moment it goes out, everything will start sinking, blood will not flow, everything will start decaying. So soul is so very powerful, but the size of the soul is so, but it cannot be cut into pieces, it cannot be burned, it cannot be moistened by water, it cannot be withered by wind. So this is what is, we are not the body, Jnana Yoga. Yes. Soul ka description is given. So I'll continue reading. Avachavadam Shabahon, Vadishyanti Tavahitaha, Nindantastav Samartyam, Tato Dukkataram Nukim. Your enemies will describe, again coming back to the battlefield, and Krishna is saying, Krishna is training Arjuna, your enemies will describe you in many unkind words and scorn your ability. He is right from childhood, he has been a very good archer, total concentration. Even when Dronacharya was giving training to everybody, those children were asked, what are you able to see? Because they were told to hit one, bird's eye. It was made of not don't animal activities. Anybody is there, don't create it. It is not one bird, it is not real bird. Some thing is kept and you have to hit the eye. So everybody, what are you able to see? I'm able to see the branch and tree and that and this. Okay, go. When Arjuna's turn came, he said, now what are you able to see? Are you able to focus? He said, yes. What are you able to see? The eye. What else you're able to see? Eye. What else? He says, I can see only the eye. That is the focus Arjuna had. He can't see anything else because his aim is that one particular thing. He cannot see anything else. He's totally aimed in that. So that is, that's why he could win so many. And during his Swayamvar also, you have to see a reflection, water reflection, and what is there on the top? A fish was there which will be rotating, and there are wheel. The wheel is also, no, the fish is their station wheel. The wheel will be rotating and wheel has spikes, right? So he has to hit with the arrow, he has to see the reflection and hit the fish. How can that be possible? Even dekh ke karega to it is going to be very difficult because the spikes may, obstruct. But exactly in between the two spikes, he has to put the arrow and hit the fish. But what seeing the reflection on the water, not even seeing straight. Such was his focus. But you are so much very good in your archery thing. But if you don't fight, what your enemies will describe you, they will describe you with many unkind words and they'll scorn your ability. They'll think, he's gone. He's not capable to face us. He's just running out of the battlefield. He knows that he's going to lose the war. They will tell all these things. So what could be more painful for you? Such a shameful thing. So he said, that's why you better fight. So Krishna is also not leaving. He's saying, please fight. Uttishta. Kaunteya is Kunti's son. Uttishta, get up, fight. He's also coaxing maximum to do his duty of fighting. Yeah, here this is Hatova. हतो वा प्राप्स्यसि स्वर्गं जित्वा वा भोक्ष्यसे महिं तस्मात् उत्तिष्ठ कौन्तेय युद्धाय कृतनिश्चयः निश्चय means be determined to fight. What you'll get, like we explained, no, प्राप्स्यसि स्वर्गं, if you get killed you'll get swarga, or jitva va bhokshase mahim, or if you win the battle, bhog, no, just enjoy that kingdom. You'll be the king of that kingdom. You can enjoy that life. So in either ways, you're going to in a win-win situation only. So tasmad, uske liye get up, Kaunteya, and yuddhaya krita nischaya, just fight. O son of Kunti, either you'll be killed on the battlefield and attain the heavenly planets, or you will conquer and enjoy the earthly kingdom. Therefore, get up and fight with determination. नेहा विक्रमनाशोऽसि प्रत्यवायो न विद्यते स्वल्पमप्यस्य धर्मस्य त्रायते महतो भयात्. In this endeavor, that means the fight, because God is saying, this is your duty. Whatever is our duty, we have to do. So, our army jawans are there in the border, China border and Pakistan border. They cannot be shaken by, oh, I can't see the blood and, oh, I can't kill you. What will happen to your wife and your children? He cannot think of all that. If you're crossing the border, yes, I have to shoot you, I have to, kill you. That is what he has to be determined. And when you have total faith in the Lord, he says, Bhagavan bolte, you should know your duty. As an army man, he has to do his duty of killing others if they cross the border. But the same way, you have a duty of fighting the war, the battle, Kurukshetra battle. So do it. In this endeavor, there is no loss or diminution. And a little advancement on the path can protect one from the most dangerous type of fear. So the fear of, oh, will I win or will I lose? Or is it good or bad? All that fear you have, no? So you'll come out of it once you get determined. You think, oh, God has instructed me. This is my duty. I'm firm on my duty. Come what may, I'm going to do it. So you have to be firm on your determination. And so you will come out of the fear also. Yeah. And then this is very, very important shloka, which you can apply in daily walk of our life also. Vyavasayatmika buddhi rekeha kuru nandana bahusha. No, not this, the next one. I saw this. Vyavasayatmika buddhi rekeha kuru nandana bahusha kahyanantasha buddhayo abhyavasayinam. Those who are on this path, who are totally focused, they are determined. Yes, I'm writing some NEET exam. If any students are there, I can say that. Or your working professionals, I have to attain that, that position, whatever, that target I have to reach. So you will do, just with firm determination, work on it. You will definitely achieve it. So those who are on this path are resolute in purpose and their aim is one. Oh, beloved child of Kurus, the intelligence of those who are irresolute is many times. Oh, otherwise, if you're not firm on your decision, so what shall I do? Will I be able to do? Or shall I take up some other course or some other job or some other thing? So will I be able to win or no? If you're just getting confused, you will not be focused. Then you will not win at all. Just be focused and you will definitely achieve your result. This is what is told here. It's also important only, but I thought of some other. Next one. No, not this also. I like that shloka very well, very much. That's why I said maybe not given in this. Okay. Shri Bhagavan Uvacha, Bhagavan says, Prajahati yada kaman sarvan parthamanogatan atman yevatmana tushtaha stita pragnyasta dochyate. The blessed Lord says, Bhagavan says, Uvacha is, yesterday I explained, Uvacha means says. Arjuna Uvacha, Bhagavan Uvacha, they say. O Partha, when a man gives up all varieties of sense desire, which arise from mental concoction, and when his mind finds satisfaction in the self alone, then he is said to be in pure transcendental consciousness. When there is nothing which is going to confuse him. When a man gives up all varieties of sense desire is what? Your eyes will say, oh, that movie is so nice, I want to see that movie. Your taste bud will say, oh, I really want to have that food. Something, each part will say, oh God, my legs are saying I should go for some mountain, trekking. Your hands will say something else. So if you keep appeasing all these, body parts, all your senses, you'll be nowhere. So you need to control. When a man gives up all varieties of sense desire, no, all these body parts will be used only for the Lord. And my eyes are given only to see his murti. My mouth is given only to taste the prasad. When you just attach everything to God-related thing, then only you will have that transcendental consciousness. You will have that bhakti in you. So which arise from mental concussion. When his mind, even mind will be fixed. Find satisfaction in the self alone. When you know your Atma, you're not this body and everything you come to know. Then you'll be in the pure transcendental consciousness. You'll understand what we are learning and so that is what we have to first basically control your senses. That is what is said here. For example, this Prahlad Maharaj. So in Kali Yuga Dharma is what? Chanting the holy name. That is what is being prescribed. So there are certain schools who they give a lot some time for doing chanting and all that. And you can do that way or create your own friends group. If I may know, my school and colleges doesn't give that, or even my workplace, people, we don't have that. You can gather some friends together, you can sit and do, or you want to do it with your family. Yes, you can do chanting with your family. No, I want to be alone and do anything you can do. Facing east, west, morning, daytime, night time, or before bath, after eating, before eating. Any time is okay for chanting. But take the name of the Lord, and chanting is the only prescribed, thing in this Kali Yuga to leave this world and go to God's world. So in the one of the greatest law of Netherlands, Bhagavad Gita classes are compulsory for Dutch students. They don't know even English. Okay, they have their own language, Dutch, but they learn Bhagavad Gita in their Dutch language. That is compulsory for the school children there. Can we ever imagine? The Bhagavad Gita is actually, we say it is our property. Krishna is Edarka, he is born here and all. But here we cannot make it compulsory for various reasons. But in Netherlands, they have made it compulsory. So the children are so very well, right from childhood, they will learn what is the life lessons. Very beautiful their lives will be. Dhyayato Vishayan Pumsa Sangasteshu Pajayate Sangat Sanjayate Kamaha Kamat Krodho Vijayate. That one shloka, what I said is missed here. That I will tell you after this. So this is also another important shloka, and the continuous next shloka is also important. So while contemplating on the object of senses, but if you don't control your senses, what happens is like a young boy is getting attracted to a female. Okay, once he sees, his eyes says, oh, so beautiful. What if I get friendship with that girl? It will be so nice. He start having that desire. First is appeasing his eyes. Beautiful. Eyes is wicked down. Then he's just, he wants to develop attachment for them. He's getting attached to that girl, having beautiful this and all that. More and more, it is not, just talking to her, now I'm satisfied. No, it will never get satisfied. You will have more and more and more and more. And what will happen? That becomes lust. And from such attachment, lust develops. And when from lust, what happens? Anger. Why? From lust keeps on increasing, and one find it will never, you can never fulfill that desire. So that then what happens is you turn into anger. The lust will immediately becomes anger. And then next what happens? Krodha. From anger what happens? Krodha bhavati sammoha smriti vibramaha smriti bramshat buddhinasho buddhinashat pranashyati. From anger, what happens is delusion. Once a person is angry, then he will start using all wild words. He won't even know what he's doing. That's why all these people who are killing. What happens is that first it starts with love only. Then atita love and more love, lust and all that. And when their expectation is not fulfilled, they If that turns into anger, see, this has been written long back, and we can see even today. Then you kill, cut into pieces, stored it in fridge. What all news we are hearing? How a man can do that? Because he's not in his senses. When he's in angry mood, he can do anything. If he's in presence of mind, he will never be able to do. So he's due to anger, he's losing. His delusion arises, and from delusion, bewilderment of memory. Nothing he can remember. He just want to do whatever he thinks right, and he just does it. And when memory is bewildered, intelligence is lost. He may be a very qualified or well-earning person. Everything is lost because of all these reasons. Intelligence is lost, and when the intelligence is lost, one falls down again into the pool of material. I mean, into the material pool again. Papa punya. I mean, of course, definitely not punya. He falls down. Falling is not exactly literally falling down. See, we are all in the right path and going, doing all that bhakti and all that. We are just almost we have reached that stage of human form, and now path is very clear and very easily we can go there. But still, there are so many obstacles because of all this lust, greed, and all that. It will take us down again to get up and to regain. Because once you have fallen to this category, even next birth, what birth we will get, we won't know. So it's very again difficult to get up and take that form. So we will be fallen in the material pool. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare. I don't know what is happening yesterday. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna. Just give me 1 minute. Some network issue, I think. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare. Yes, this is the last slide. So I'll just keep it like this only. So this is what we have learned now, object of senses. So through senses, we have an attachment. From there, the lust develops, from the anger develops, and then bewilderment of memory, then loss of, delusion, sorry, anger is delusion, then bewilderment of memory, then loss of intelligence, and you fall. From that original position, we fall down, again, it becomes difficult for us to come out. So, Sthitadir Muni. Who is the Sthitadir Muni? Like Prabhupada. He was, how does he reveal his position? Sometimes every time he will be talking only about God and all godly related. He will talk, he will walk. Even while going for a morning walk, he will talk about Krishna. And the moment he's awake, Hare Krishna Mahamantra. Once done with all that 16 round, immediately he'll start writing the transcription and all that. He'll write his meaning and all that. So he speaks also. How does he speak? To action of others, how does he speak? Every time Krishna. Then he sit. How is it? Mentality when senses are withdrawn from sense object. How is he situated? These are all the questions raised in 58 to 63, all these shlokas. Okay, that is why it is given. And how he walks. So here we have given an example of Srila Prabhupada only. And these are the parampara examples. They all followed that system only. These are all gurus of Acharya. Yesterday we had seen a bit of it. And we may see in the future also. I think third or fourth chapter we'll see. So we are into the last part. Om Tat Saditi Srimad Bhagavad Gita Su Upanishatsu Brahma Vidyayam Yoga Shastre Shri Krishna Arjuna Samvade Sankhya Yogo Nama Dvitiyo Dhyayah. Yeah, so takeaway message is what? We are not this body, we are all spirit souls. And what is that next? The soul is situated in the heart. We can't see the soul. It is 1 upon 10,000 size of the tip of the hair. The tip of the hair is so little. This, when you cut it into 10,000 parts, the one part is what is the size of the soul. The soul moves from one body to another, that we saw. Any small service done to Krishna is never lost. So that also we saw. So we will just read the summary part of it. So we will understand. Krishna does not sympathize with Arjuna's arguments. Yes, he keeps on saying no. He doesn't know what you say is right. No, he doesn't say that. He's saying, no, the angle, what you're looking at things is very wrong. Think from my angle. He's showing his path. Rather, he reminds Arjuna that his duty is to fight. Your duty is to fight. So do your duty. Don't think of the consequence. And orders him to overcome his weakness of heart. Arjuna is torn between the aversion of killing his relatives and Krishna's desire that he should fight. So he is not able to. He was not convinced. So he was torn in between these two decisions. Aggrieved and confused, Arjuna asks Krishna for guidance and becomes his disciple. Krishna takes up the role of Arjuna's spiritual master and teaches him that the soul is eternal and cannot be killed. Dying in battle promotes a fighter to the heavenly planets. So Arjuna should rejoice that those persons he is about to kill will achieve superior births. A person, even if he gets killed, he will go to Swargaloka. Even if you kill others, they won't be, you don't think they'll be getting killed, and you are going to kill them. So body is only getting killed. And they will be elevated to where? Swarga. Then a person is eternally an individual. Only his body perishes. Thus, there is nothing to lament. We are never born, we will never be born, and we'll never be, in future also be born. We are always there. As soul, we are always there. Only the body keeps changing. Arjuna's decision not to fight is based on his desire to enjoy life with his relative. He's seeing everybody as his grandfather. Oh, that form, he's my grandfather. Once the grandfather falls down, oh, my grandfather is right. That is what we also in the same level like Arjuna. So he's desire to enjoy life with his relatives in the body form, even at the cost of wisdom and duty. Such a mentality keeps one bound to the material world. Krishna advises Arjuna to engage in buddhi yoga. Think from, be intelligent. Think, I'm giving you knowledge. Think from that angle. Work without attachment to the results. That shloka. By fighting in this way, I don't know, it got skipped from this. I'll introduce that. By fighting in this way, Arjuna will free himself from the cycle of birth and death and become eligible to enter the kingdom of God. What is that shloka starting? Karmanye Vadikarasya. That shloka I said, no, it got missed. I thought it will be there. It got missed. I will introduce that. So Karmanye Vadikarasya, ma faleshu. Ma means don't. What? Faleshu. Don't expect the result. You just do your duty. Karmanye, karma means action. Karmanye Vadikarasya, without expecting. Karmanye Vadikarasya, ma faleshu. Fale means expecting the results. Don't expect the result. Karmanye Vadikarasya, ma faleshu padachana. I forgot the rest of the name. I'm not getting those words. So that shloka is very important. That is what is, we have to really do that because we're all being a parents or children or whoever we may be called, college going students or whatever. You just do your duty of studying. What is the result? That outcome, you don't bother. God will give you the, whatever is the decision he is taking, that will be the final, that will be the best for you. That is how we have to take our lives. So his Panchatattva mantra, we will just say this and Hare Krishna mantra bolke khatam. Jai Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shri Vasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. So this is the concluding prayer we'll say. This is all for Vaishnavas who have attended our class. I'm saluting to them also. Vancha kalpatarubhyascha kripa sindhubhya evacha patitanam pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo namo namaha. Now you can all say Jai along with me, okay? I have removed the lock. Ananta Koti Vaishnav Vrinda ki.
Jai.
Ananta Koti Bhakta Vrinda. Louder. Ananta Koti Bhakta Vrinda ki.
Jai.
Srila Prabhupada ki.
Jai.
Namacharya. Word. What happened? Namacharya Haridas Thakur ki. Unko bhi jai karo.
Jai.
जय
Krishna Mahamantra ki.
Jai.
जय
Mahaprabhu ki.
Jai.
जय
Bhagavad Granth ki.
Jai.
जय
Radha Govind ki.
Jai.
जय
Anande.
Hari
हरी हरी बोल.
Thank you so much. I was shaking you all up. I thought you all have gone to sleep.